Hello, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing fine. My hair's growing out now. Yeah, today is gonna be pretty interesting because there was something that was so, I mean, this has been, first of all, I've had my channel for maybe like 10 years, I would think, maybe a little bit more. And as far as my segment on the Ex-jehovah Witnesses, I've always researched things, and I grew up in the religion. Everybody knows that. But today, I finally came up with a something to tie everything into which direction I'm going into. What direction? Well, I mean, there was something uneasy about the whole situation, and I was like, what can I say here? Because I have to keep doing YouTube to keep my channel going. So I have to constantly um, think about the topics that I'm talking about. There's a lot of things that I do on the channel that I can't do now because I'm in processing. That's a long story. And I work on things, and then you have to, because like even like in singing, I get to a point to where I'm singing, and then I improve. So when you improve, a lot of people don't realize it. When you really want to do something very well, there comes a time when you have to process the information and give yourself time because you have like a body. And sometimes to strengthen muscles, to strengthen ideas, concepts, and I also believe that ideas and concepts are like, I would view them as very small muscles and nerves and things like that. Those things have to be built upon because we live in a physical world, and a lot of people don't realize that. And sometimes when you work on something and you say to yourself, you don't understand, and all of a sudden you say, oh, I understand. Well, it's not so much that you all of a sudden got it. Sometimes you needed to exercise, you needed to develop certain things, and we just don't develop muscles. We also develop nerves and things like that that people don't realize. Those are the things that I've always studied. I mean, I love to study, and I've studied a lot of things I didn't even know I was studying, which I've stated in a lot of my videos. But as you get older, you understand. Well, oh, I've been doing this because of that, and I've been doing this because of that. Excuse me. Um, so I can't draw a conclusion, and this one is going to be pretty straightforward. And it's going to be Jehovah Witnesses are pathological liars. And that's what I drew my all my research and everything that I compiled. I figured that there was something that was missing, something that always doesn't tie things together, something that doesn't sit right. And that's what I found as I draw this conclusion on the study that I've been doing for over 10 years. And the thing that really helped me out the most is when I was drawing remember the book I was telling you about? And all the different points that they came up with, that they would come up with. And I put them all in this book. And everybody knows that if you follow my it's very important that you follow the other YouTubes, especially the ones that I did within this year that I've been working on this, because it gets stronger and I get to learn more and I do find out things, okay? And that's what my whole YouTube is about. It's about finding out how we do things, how I've always done things, figuring out why do we do this way, why do we do this that way, how can we improve upon this, how can we improve upon that. And as far as the Jehovah Witness things that we've been talking about, I came to that conclusion. Actually, when did I come to the conclusion? I came to the conclusion actually today. But I've been thinking about it for a long time because I wanted to draw a conclusion. You have to draw some kind of conclusion. And it was always unsettling, and it was always something that I knew was there, but I couldn't figure out how to put it. And first of all, let's say what a pathological liar is. And I'm talking about not one person, I'm talking about the religion itself. And I was in the religion. And when you just lie about things that doesn't, you have no reason what you're talking about. You just state things that don't even mean anything. And just for no reason, okay? And it ends up, a lot of them say they end up hurting themselves, but you hurt other people also because it's in a religion, because you're dealing with so many people. And I wrote I wrote some notes, so I gotta follow these notes because this one is kind of compact, very straightforward and very dynamic as far as this YouTube is concerned. Like I said, you lie for no reason, and I always talk about, well, what do I know about being a Jehovah's Witness, or that Jehovah's Witnesses are pathological liars. And yes, I could even see, this is just like an introduction, so I can say, I can cover a lot of material as far as the introduction is concerned. And just remembering, like, even going from door to door, and how I didn't really know what I was talking about. I was really taught just to lie about it. Why is this? Why is that? It was just made up of lies, just things that you just make up at the top of your head, and they come up with these beautiful slogans and stories, and it's pretty much just a lie. And one thing I can talk about as far as this introduction is concerned, we talked about Selena a lot. And I want to say, do they know they're lying, or that has no bearing in it, because I'm talking about the religion itself is a pathological lie, which gets people to tell just lie for no reason, in excess, for anything. And when we were talking about Serena Williams, I could just say two things. Like, one thing she said is that, and this is a quote. She said, let me see, I got the quote, let me see. She said she wasn't a practicing Jehovah. She said she never practiced the religion. And let me see, because I'm almost sure that that I wrote down. Okay, this is her quote. Being a Jehovah's Witness is important to me, but I've never really practiced it and have been wanting to get into it. That's a lie for no reason. Anyone who grew up as a Jehovah's Witness knows that she's a practicing Jehovah's Witness. You don't have to be baptized to be a practicing Jehovah's Witness. Just by her getting on a podium and thanking Jehovah for her tennis things, that's practicing, okay? But it's just a lie. It's a lie for no reason. Can I say it's a pathological lie? I'm just saying it's a lie in excess. Let me see. I think I looked up pathological, so I can use that. Let me see. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I wrote down a definition, but likewise telling occasional. Okay, it's okay. Unlike telling the occasional small lie I don't say white lie, but I'd say it's just a white lie, supposedly a small lie, to avoid hurting someone's feelings or getting in trouble. A pathological liar seems to lie for no apparent reason. Okay, so I have that. She also said about birthdays. She said God doesn't like birthdays, which is a lie. Okay, no one can tell you, but God can state what He wants and what He likes on a personal basis. So that would just be a pathological, that would just be a lie, because you just can't say it. I mean, I could say some things that God likes or God doesn't like, okay, because I have experience, but then I have to tell you the whole experience, which is to say something about what God likes. It would take a day, a month, or 3 months, or a year. So you just can't randomly say something about what God says or what He wants. And not just that, but then she says it's pagan, okay? Which, is pagan really bad? Do we really know what pagan is? And the thing about it is, I looked at pagan, so her to just say randomly that it's pagan is a lie. It's just a lie for no reason. That's the point I want to make here in this lesson, is that they lie for no apparent reason, with no connection to anything, just using things to lie about. And the reason why I can say that, okay, for pagan, okay, a person holding religious beliefs other than those of the main or recognized religions. That's all pagan is. Okay. So in actuality, Jehovah's Witnesses can be pagan. Okay. So you just can't just use anything for no reason. So those are two lies that she told, but like I'm saying, just a randomness of lying for no reason when they have no bearing in anything that they're talking about. And another thing too, when you talk about birthdays, you can't get the Jehovah's Witnesses to have the same story, which shows that it's just a basic lie. As far as being a Christian, we're very careful. When you see someone who is just so careful about trying to say the right thing, okay, that's when you call somebody who's really trying their best to make sure that they don't say something that may be wrong. The Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't do that. They just lie at random. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the book that I have created. And if you go back within this last year, maybe within even the last 6 months, you see where I have created this script about what the Jehovah's Witness. I didn't even know why I was creating it, but I told everyone, and I kept saying it in the videos, how it's important. In the last thing that I wrote in this book was soul, when we talked about the soul, and I said that was number 23, and I wrote on a page on each thing that they use as far as being a Jehovah's Witness. And then the reason why I came to being a pathological liar is because I kept saying, even yesterday I wanted to give a YouTube, but I was saying, like, what could I talk about? And there was something itching at me. And today it all came to a head, because I was like, they're liars. That's all it is. The whole book is about lying, not being. And when I think it was my last YouTube, or from the last two, I put dots, and I said you can't connect the dots, and I still couldn't figure out what point I wanted to make. And the point is that they're pathological liars. So now I can go from, I'm actually cooking something because I have to cook some things for today. So this one won't be long, although it should be an hour. So now I'm going to go through this book, and I'm going to show you that it's just lies, okay? Remember I called it a screen. I talked about the things that you celebrate. They don't celebrate Easter. They don't celebrate Thanksgiving. They don't celebrate Christmas. But they all can't say the same thing. It's just a lie. Okay? Then I got Armageddon. there will be the only one survivor. It's just a lie. It's just a story that they tell. It doesn't base in anything. And then they're not Christians. They can't be Christians because the thing about it is everybody knows that to be a Christian, you worship God and God is Jesus. Everybody knows that as a Christian, but they try and make up something else. It's a lie. That's all it is. It's just a lie. All these things are just lies. The cross, it's a lie. It's not based on anything. I got miscellaneous. When they say God bless you, it's just a lie. The scriptures book, their whole Bible, they say that it's the Bible, and they know that they actually wrote things. When did Jesus say about Jehovah? Did he say anything about Jehovah? No, he didn't. It's a lie. And everybody knows that Jesus dealt in truth. They say they have the truth. It's a lie. How can anyone say that they have the truth? These people, these governing bodies, the only thing that they're doing is lying. And this puts everything together. Death. There's no life after death. It's just a lie. Because the thing about it is they know Jesus came back to life. But it's not even stating what Jesus did or what happened to Jesus. The only thing I'm saying is that they just pretty much tell a lie about something that's not true. It's just stories that they make up. Even about, okay, I got this one. I got this one, and this one has to be another YouTube too, because I'm doing some things and I have to, but this is the first video and I can strengthen this one, okay? God's son. He's not God's son. They're not one. What I'm saying is that it's a lie because they just made it up. Not even if they can't even connect to why they're saying he's not God's son. I mean, why they're saying that he's not one. I mean, yes, you could say that you don't believe that God and Jesus are one and the Holy Spirit is one. You could say that. But if you just want to lie, you could just say, oh, I don't believe it. It's a lie. I mean, you could think of a lie and then tell the people that. It's deceiving. It's just a lie. What I'm saying is that they have no proof. They don't even put things together. They just say, oh, he's not his son because of this and because of that. They use a lie to state their truth, that they feel what they feel is true. Okay, Jehovah, definitely a lie. When did God say that he wants to be called Jehovah? It's just a lie. You can say yes, God's name. Some people say, oh, his name is this, or his name is Jehovah in this Bible or such and such, and they do all this in archaeology and stuff like that. But that's all they're saying is that's his name. But they don't base it on anything to believe in. It's just a lie. The governing body totally, they lie. They lie. And I'm going through all these points. And the reason why you can't put them together is because they're lies. The new system. I know a way that there can be to where a system can be made where everybody can live together. Yes, I can even figure that out in my mind. But they make up a lie about their new system. It's typically a lie, meaning that it sits nowhere. It sits nowhere. It just sits on a page. It doesn't diagram to something else. It's a lie. They have the best Bible. It's a lie. They can't even express why. Their scriptures book. It's a lie. Let me see. Jesus is God. The reason that they give that he's not, it's a lie. And when I say it's a lie, I mean they make up something. Making up something for no reason that doesn't connect to anything is a lie. I can make a it's like a game or something, okay? And I could actually make up a game to where I would say these things say something and then I can make up a story. It's like a video game or something like that. But it's it's a whole bunch of lies. It's not truth. Okay, but that's in a video game. But we're dealing with people's lives. So you just can't say things that you want to say. The soul is you. Lie. Because it's not based on anything. They can't tie it to anything. So basically what I'm trying to say in this video is that being a Jehovah's Witness is to be a pathological liar. And this is the first one, and this is the first day that I came up with this. And I can strengthen it with my other YouTubes. Unlike taking it. So this YouTube is going to be called Jehovah's Witnesses Are Pathological Liars. I've been studying this, and this is like, I can actually say it's 50 years of work of trying to figure out what's wrong with the Jehovah's Witnesses. So this is going to be it for now. And maybe I'm going to do a YouTube tomorrow, because now this is my first day that I came up with the point that they are pathological liars. So I hope everybody, well, I do hope that you enjoyed this, because it helps you, because as far as Ex-Jehovah Witnesses, it helps you because it's showing you that a reason for your uneasiness, the reason why you can't go from one point to the next, and this point and that point, is because the whole thing is just it's just a whole bunch of lies and deceptions. So now I'm going to I have to do some things because I have to finish this cooking, and tomorrow hopefully I'll strengthen the next YouTube on this knowledge that I figured out today. Thank you very much. I'll see you later.